We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
I don't need to. I'll go away. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, it's all out. Hey, 57. Hey, Mike 20, Mike. Perfect. All day, baby, all day. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Let's go, defense. Our time. Our time.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Hey, 57 color, 57 color. Mike 20. I can't believe smoke. I can't believe they even let you play.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got a man, it's Brown. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
That's taken on the 25. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start here with Jackson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
52. 52's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Vick. He's going to rifle one. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Yellow.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On first down, it's Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. He'll buy some time. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award on this very field, Von Miller. In there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Hey, check. Hey, Ridley. Hey, Mike 20, go. There we go, Mike 20.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
On 2nd and 9, Vick, and his throw is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Vick now. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 49ers' 39-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, check. Man, left.
On the run, it's Bush. And an alley to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Vick will look to throw on 1st down. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And Walker has it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And that is caught, and the record is his. It's a touchdown. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yellow, yellow. 180. QB drop. Watch QB. 15.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. This complete to Jones. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Well, that was their third sack of the ball game, second in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the second spot pretty soon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Mike 20. Charlie, come on, D. Mike 20. Tackles.
Mahomes now to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
A gain of 11. It's now 3rd and 2.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Attack! Mike 20.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Mike 51. Let's go, D. Mike 51. Run. Mike 51.
Here's Vick. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Hey, Mike 20.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Hey, Mike 20. Switch up, switch up.
Throwing now is Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Steps, and a big loss here as he's taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Go, go.
First throw now for the backup lock. Man open left side is Brown. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Five.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration, and he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
They're not ready for this.
Vic to throw it. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was looking for John Ross that time. 3rd down here.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better.
Hey, let's go. So don't say nothing.
3rd and long for Vic. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And Vic's throw there incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now here's Vic. That pass complete to Krebet. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Vic readies to throw. That's complete to Sharp. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Again, it's Vic. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Vic to throw on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Here we go, set, Moody base. Go, baby, turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Hey, zoom. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Here it comes, here it comes. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Hey, Haywood! Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20! Watch the curl!
On first down, Locke. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Gurley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Gurley again here on first down. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. That is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Hey, exit.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Check 99. Check 99. Hey, echo. Mike 20. Mike. Be grip.
Locke going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You go, kill. You go tank. You got tank.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. From the red zone now, Vick. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. 3rd and short yardage, Vick. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. John Ross there to make the grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 21-0.
49ers nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Hey, Delta.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Hey, high 7. Mike 20. Push him back.
Locke to throw for it on 4th. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On the delay, it's Bush. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 49ers 14-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Vick. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. fielded about a yard deep.
We got this. First and 10 at their own 18.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 20, Mike 20.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo!
Ready?
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hey, seam 6.
Locke now on 1st down. Got him in. It's Brown. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Locke going to throw. Keeps himself upright. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Devin White in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
Let's go. 30 base.
Pick up the ball.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 20, Mike 20. Army, Army. Army, Army.
There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Here we go, D.
Big grip.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Lambo to add on the extra point. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They get a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. There's Bush on 4th down. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they're going to throw it here with Vick. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
552. Let him know. 552.
To throw again, Vick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes, Coach, say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you what, Charles.